it's another Sunday here, so that means it's race day here. The Insiders Room NASCAR report. So we got Rye back on to break things down, and a couple special guests here. Uh, Roy's picks, and I'm new here, and the Highline. So thank you guys for coming on.
Zach from Highline Betting.
All right. Well,
we should have covered that before, but carry on.
Hey, my booker didn't do a good job there for me, so sorry. Zach from Highline. How you doing, Zach?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Sorry for that mix-up there.
Oh, you're fine.
So yeah, here we are at the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. So let's get right into it. Actually, I wasn't here last week, so how did you do last week? Right.
Me personally, not well.
Okay. Well,
where did we race last week?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Yeah, I didn't. I was down like 0.02 units, so it wasn't horrible. But I didn't win, so at least my posted place didn't win that I called out on the show. Everything else did. A couple head-to-head matchups I cashed. I cashed a nice top 5. But yeah, for show purposes, I sucked.
That happens. So, how did you guys do last week? Zach?
I did.
I had Truex. I was pretty heavy on him. My model had him number 1, and he was like plus 800 going into the race. So I mean, I was happy that he was the fastest car. He didn't win though, so I didn't cash any winning tickets.
Okay. Rory?
I was on the same. I was big on Reddit. On Truex coming in. Just kind of, I was like, damn, that's a pretty good number coming in at number 1 in Highline's model. So I think I finished like plus 4.5 units up, something like that. We hit some matchups and placements.
Yeah, catch the head-to-head.
Yeah, but other than that, we didn't get the big one. We're going to get the big one today, though.
All right. That's all that matters. Fight for another day. All right. So we are at Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. I thought it was kind of interesting yesterday watching the IndyCar race and then watching NASCAR go right after that. So I thought it was pretty cool. But what do you got for track facts here for us, Rye?
All right. So, yes, we are at the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. This is race number 24 of 36. We are at IMS Road Course in Indianapolis, Indiana. This is 199 miles, which is 82 laps. Big thing here is the NASCAR officials have moved the Geico restart zone to the short chute between turns 13 and 14. This change was made to allow the field more space heading down into turn 1. Each of the 2 races run at Indy Road Course have ended in NASCAR overtime. We know I love overtime. We had 5 or more cautions in both races. 5 different drivers have won the last 5 road course races. Watkins Glen was Kyle Larson. Charlotte Roval last year was Christopher Bell. Coda was Tyler Reddick. Sonoma was Martin Truex Jr. And SVG won the Chicago race. Chris Boucher will try for his 3rd consecutive win. AJ Allmendinger did win the debut race here. Tyler Reddick won last year. This will be the first of 2 straight races on this type of track. We are at Watkins Glen next week, which is also a road course. In the first 2 road courses of the season, Reddick was victorious in Austin, while Martin Truex won at Sonoma in mid-June. I'm avoiding drivers who I feel are points racing. I'm staying away from outrights this week. Obviously, I have a few personal ones, but for this show purposes, I am staying away from the outrights.
All right. Well, okay. So, fortunately or unfortunately, I guess it all depends on your view of things. Joey's not here, so we will not have Tron's Trends this week. So we'll get right into why everybody joins and watches this show. We'll get right into the picks. And since I know you don't have any outright winners for this race, right? Let's go to somebody who does. Zach, what do you got? I see you got a couple outright winners here. Give us one of them. One of your
a guy I was on pre-practice, and I actually doubled down on him after practice is Christopher Bell. looking at my personal speed rankings that I use, third at Sonoma, fourth at the Chicago Street Course, and I feel like he really even didn't get to show everything at the Chicago Street Course. He kind of got messed up with them changing the laps left. And that's on his crew chief. They should have knew that was coming, but I think he would have more speed and a better numbers heading in. I got him at plus 1200 on Caesars pre-practice, and again plus 1200 DraftKings after practice. I just think he's going to be out there fighting the battle. I love Reddick, but his number plus 350 it just doesn't appeal to me. But I think Bell can be right there running with him for the win.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, Roy, why don't you give us one of your picks, and then we'll, since you're a guest.
Well, I think we'll start off, since he went with the outright, we'll start off with the outright. I'm going to go with Kyle Larson. He doesn't rank as high in speed rankings, I feel like, as good as he can be on a road course. He's had a lot of things happen to him during the year, but I thought I liked what I seen from him at Chicago Street Course. He had a fast race car. They just got hung up in that melee back there in the back when SVG skated on through there and passed every damn body. I would have liked for Larson to have been able to clear through there. I had him, I think, live at a pretty decent number there, but I don't know. I just he won a road course last year at Watkins Glen. He's always a threat on road courses, and he looked pretty damn fast in practice, even though he didn't run a whole lot of laps. And with his starting position, they're totally going for the win. They're not stage racing. So give me a little Kyle Larson. I think he gets it done today. Plus 900.
All right.
Yeah,
There we go. There's another one out there for you. Right, what do you got for us today?
All right, so my that's a winner. I am going with Kyle Busch. So Kyle Busch has 4 road course wins in his career. He is driving the car that Reddick won with last season. He was runner-up in Coda and Sonoma, and he was 5th at Chicago. So he's 3 for 3 on top 5 finishes on road courses this season. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Busch has scored 116 points on road courses, which is the most in NASCAR. He'll be looking for a bounce-back race after finishing 21st in his last 3 races of the season. He's ranked number 5 in Highlines model, and he's a veteran driver with nothing to lose, and he's being locked into the playoffs. So I think he's definitely going to be looking for a win here.
All right, sounds good. Roy, we'll go back to you for a second pick here. What do you like today?
I'm going to roll with a little Chase Elliott top 3 plus 180. Chase is always good on the road courses. He hasn't won on one in a while, but he does have some top 3s mixed in and a lot of good runs. Just things haven't worked out for him. But I feel like with him qualifying 3rd, they're basically out of position unless somebody wrecks out early or something starts happening to a bunch of contenders. They're going to have to go for the win. I mean, we're talking 44 points now at this stage. And what do you do if you end up getting 3 different winners the next 3 weeks? Now you're screwed. So I feel like you just go for the win. And, I mean, if he goes for the win, he's only missing out on some stage points. If he still finishes good, leads some laps today, I feel like he's a threat to win either this week or next week. So I like the plus 180 on him, almost getting plus 2 to 1. I'd rather take that than the plus 550, outright. That way it gives me a few places. And hell, who knows? You might get an opportunity in a spot worth taking him outright if his number gets bigger than what it is now. I don't feel comfortable taking him at 550 coming in. I like the plus 180 top 3. And, I mean, to go with a little bit of rye here, I mean, I'm on KFB top 5 plus 200. I mean, shit, he's starting right up there at the front. Had 3 top 5s this year on road courses. I think it was just 1 he might have had some bad luck at. I mean, hell, him doing what he did at Chicago street racing, then somehow pulling out a top 3. I really like I feel like his car is really good today. Plus, he's got Randall Burnett on his side. So, I mean, hell, he makes all the right calls, it seems like, always puts him in the right spot. So if this race goes, to some type of strategy comes into play, I would almost guarantee they're going to be on the right side of it. So that's another. I like Ryle. I like KFB today. I think he could pull off something here, and I'm gonna go against Highline a little bit here, and it's not so much trashing the outright pick. But I'm going to go with Busher plus 165 over Bell. And this is strictly just based off of Chris Bell's pit crew sometimes screws him teetotally. I would rather have, I don't mind Bell here because I do think Bell's going to be fast. I just think it's one of those situations where over the course of this whole race, something's going to end up happening to him. And then he's got to come back through the field. And if Busher has a mistake-free race, I can totally see Busher running top 10 today easily.
All right.
Yeah, I had Bell on my eye all week, and I wasn't able to pull the trigger. I might go with top Toyota for him. But yeah, I don't know. He's been having troubles the last few weeks. He hasn't really done anything since his win at Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, I mean, he's had speed. It's just always something with them. It's either him, the team. It's always something. They do something stupid every single week. And if they start wiping out all of the mistakes that they make, that's a guy that, made it to the championship 4 last year. Had a damn pile of speed at Chicago Street Course and just got wrong-ended. The whole thing was kind of a disaster with the rain pushing the start back, and then, them all of a sudden deciding, all right, we're going to call it at 75 laps. And it's like, well, yeah, we kind of figured it was looking like it was going to be shortened, but I don't know. I feel like NASCAR kind of dropped the ball on that one a little bit. They should have made the announcement a little bit quicker in the race once they could figure out, all right, we're never going to finish this. So let's just pick a point, let everybody know so everybody's on the same page.
All right.
I'm going to take a chance on McDowell. He's second in my model. I know he's probably going to points race, but I can't. It was plus 1,800 right after practice, and he's number 2 in my model. Looking at my personal speed rankings, he was 10th at COTA, 2nd at Sonoma, 6th at Chicago Street. If you just average those up, he's like 3rd or 4th. I think he should be going for the win. If a new winner comes, his points aren't going to matter. He's going to get knocked out. I kind of broke down how you can tell who's going to be going for points. So if we're looking at the race, fuel window's about 37. So we just work backwards. The first pit stops you'll see between lap 8 and 12, and those are guys that are not going for points. They're going for the win. The second set of pit stops should be around lap 26, and those guys stayed out and got stage points in stage 1. If you're looking for like a weird winner stage bets, I would target stage 1 and not stage 2. Stage 2, they should all be out there together with the fastest cars up front.
All right.
So you for live betting, you look for the guys who are pitting early.
Yeah, if you're pitting between, and again, this is if tires don't matter and there's no we have a just normal race. Because if you get a caution with 2 to go in a stage, those people are going to pit. But between laps 8 and 12 is where, if you're going for the win, you should be pitting first, and then your next stop should be around 45 and 47. And then the other guys on the other strategy, they should be between like 24 and 26, and then 52 and 54 for their last stop. If tires end up mattering, they'll probably 3-stop it. But I can't see the tires mattering today. They didn't in practice.
All right. Good stuff there.
See, that's what he knows his shit, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So, Ryan, you got one last pick for today. What do you got here?
Yeah, so I have a top 10 I like, and that is Austin Cindric. He is in NASCAR Cup Series due to his road skills. He's one of just 2 active drivers to finish 10th or better in each of the 2 Cup Series races here. The other one's A.J. Allmendinger, which I also like his top 10 as well. He has 6th-place finishes at Coda and Chicago. Placed 9th in 2021, followed by a 2nd-place finish here in 2022. He finished in the top 10 at 6 of his last 9 road course races since 2021. And he has won here in the Xfinity Series in 2021. So, yes, I like Austin Cindric, top 10. Best price I found was plus 140 on Caesars. Or 150 on Barstool, sorry.
And he's basically Roger Penske's grandson, so you gotta love it. They're at Indy, you know.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Penske, he loves winning on Indy courses anyway, right?
That's
Penske
right.
won 500.
Yep. I mean, he owns the track, and Cindric, you know, it's basically his grandson. It's not really his grandson, but you know, Tim Cindric is like his dad, and basically runs the IndyCar operation. So, be good. I like a top 10 bet. He showed speed too in practice.
Yeah, he's what's the 11th in your ranking?
Hmm. Yeah, he's right there, and the numbers. You know, when you get into that area, it's more looking at a specific metric than the actual ranking. You know, because the guy in front of him might only be ahead by like zero point 0.02 points. So when people in the Discord, you know, in our non-loop data Discord that we started, you can see all this and make all the decisions yourself.
Yeah, so that's what I saw. That a bunch of guys that you highlighted that might be points racing. So that just bumps him up because he can't point race. He's not going to point himself in the playoffs. He needs to win a race. I mean, obviously the next 3 races are pretty good for him, but I think this is his best chance.
Yeah, Bowman and Elliott, I feel, would be in the same situation where they have no chance on points. They got to win.
All right, very good. All right, so we'll do quickly here. We'll do a little recap. Everybody do a little recap. Tell people where they can find you, what you got going on. Again, thanks to you two for coming on. Oh, it's always good to have guests on. Always get new information, and now I'll just be watching this race for between lap 8 and 12, and then just see if that carries on to the winner. But give me something else to watch the race, and then another reason to watch it, and another data point to look at. So makes it more interesting for me at least. So Rory, so you want to run down your picks again and tell people where they can find you and what you got going on and any good stuff like that?
Yeah, we went with a little Kyle Larson outright plus 900. Elliott top 3 plus 180. Kyle Busch plus 200 top 5. And Chris Buescher plus 165 over Christopher Bell. And everyone can follow me over at Twitter at Rory Picks. Have Instagram, TikTok as well. They're both at Rory Picks. I think one of them might have 69 on the end because somebody had stole it. And listening to Lay and Coin, record that every Wednesday night, and get all my plays over in the No Loop Data Discord over there with Highline. Put everything out over there, and that's you can either find me there or Twitter most times very quickly. So let's cash some tickets today.
Sounds good. Stealing Rye's line there. Okay, I like it. So Zach.
That's how the guests do.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So Zach, what do you got going for today, and where can people find you, and what do you got going on?
Yeah, talk about your model too.
Yeah. So my model, I use all non-loop data. I don't use anything that NASCAR gives you as loop data, which is like average running position, cars passed, which is a trash stat, percent laps top 15, fast laps led, driver rating. I don't use any of that stuff in my model. I make my own metrics, and I find that it has worked a lot better. I've been doing this 3 years now. This is the year where I kind of open the box to everyone to see what we're doing. You can find me on Twitter at Highline Betting. I post all my data in the non-loop data Discord. There's numerous links out there to get in that right now. Those links might be good for 3 days, 4, 7, 10. We'll see. Also, if you listen to Lay and Coin, we're giving away a Christopher Buescher signed hat. If you listen there, it tells you how to enter. And I would tell you that the best way to enter would probably to be in our Discord right now.
All right, sounds good. You want to run down your picks real quick in case somebody missed them?
Oh yeah, Bell plus 1,200 on Caesars and McDowell plus 1,800, both to win on Caesars.
All right, sounds good. All right, Rye, the last one here. Run it
Yeah,
down for
so
people.
my two plays for today are going to be Kyle Busch top 5 plus 175. I found that on Unibet, so it should be on all Campy books like that. And Austin Cindric top 10. I found that at plus 150 on Barstool. Actually, I had to bet it twice because Barstool wasn't putting plays up yesterday. You can find me at Wrycape on all social media. I'm everywhere. You can find my plays at pickadvisor.com. My one soccer play just came out. It's over now. It's actually a push. But I've been EPL this weekend. I am 2-0-2. So a hot start there. I do have a baseball play out. I also have an NFL exhibition play up there. I'll also be dropping my these two plays as free plays on pickadvisor.com. You can also find me at winnersandwhiners.com. I'm under Tom Macrina, so I sell plays there as well. You can find me in the Insiders Room Discord. I'm also in non-loop data Discord, so make sure you get into both of those. And yeah, next week I think we have Auto Lotto coming on to talk about some Indy racing. He was supposed to come on this week, but he's actually at the race. So.
All right. All right. Once again, thanks guys for coming on. As always, it's doors always open. Get hold of Rye, and whenever you guys got some free time, and you'll get you on. So, Rye.
Yep. Thank y'all.
Even though Rory did steal your line, I'll still let you close out the show.
Yeah, so make sure you check out Highline Betting on X and get in that Discord so you have great information in there. Make sure you check out Rory Picks. I'm Wrycape. Happy race day. Let's cash some tickets.